can be expensive, especially starting out. It can take a lot of startup costs. So we wanted to find a way to make it a little bit less expensive when we got our chickens because we didn't have any pre-existing structure to put them in. So we came up with this idea. Now, to be fair, I didn't come up with the idea for the run. I actually found a YouTube video that kind of explained how to make the run. And I got the idea for the coop from a friend of mine who also has chickens in a city near me. So I put those together to make this little contraption. That cost us less than $250 to put together to get our first 3 chickens. So what we did is we took 10 feet and 1/2 inch PVC pipe and we cut it down to, how long is this, 10 feet? 10 feet by 5 feet. And so we had to buy, I think, 6 different 10-foot pieces, and then they're 2 feet tall. So then we just used elbows and connected all that together. We're building our chicken coop. This is how far we've gotten. Ken just cut this from 10-foot pieces of PVC. And now we're gonna cement it together and add the chicken wire that's right there. We put the little house in here. We put them outside to see what they think of the outside. Yeah. Little chickies. You like it outside? Yeah. Still have to put a top on it, but. And then here we added a piece of wood for stability and another piece here so we could attach this tin roof because we wanted to give them some shelter so it was a little bit cooler if they needed a place to kind of get out of the sun in the summertime. So this part lifts up, it's on hinges, and it will kind of just hold itself up. And then we put the coop inside. Now when we built this, I would have liked to make it a little bit taller, but we followed the build from the video I watched without really taking the coop into consideration. And also having 10-foot long poles, we just wanted it to all be even, so we did 2 foot high. And then when it came to this part, we realized it was a little short. So what we did is we actually put this piece of wood and then this piece of wood on top of it, and that kind of raised the height of the corrugated metal roof. So that way when we close it, it would normally hit here, but it gives us just enough room with that kind of frame to fit it. So you lift this up. We used to let the chickens out in the morning. We didn't have an automatic door on this, so we'd have to come out every morning and let them out. The coop is from Amazon. I will link it in the description below. If you don't need any special skills to build this coop, I built it myself actually inside of our house. Here's the start of my little farmstead. My first project is my chicken coop. I just took all the pieces out and it's way more pieces than I thought it was going to be. So we'll see what this turns into. And it was $187 when I bought it. I did check on Amazon today and it was $223, so the price has gone up. So this whole build now would cost a little bit more than $250, but it's still pretty inexpensive in terms of starting off with chickens. The other issue with this build that I would have changed is that I probably would have made the part where that we can access a little bit wider, because you can't get to the egg. I forget what that thing's called. The egg box. You can't access the egg box. You can't access the egg box in this setup. So I either would have made it wider like this to turn the coop, or I would have made it wider like this to then be able to access it from the side. So then what we would do at night when our chickens were living in here, to make it a little more secure from predators is we would shut this at night, and then we would just take this bungee cord and attach it over tightly to the chicken wire so that if predators came by, they couldn't just easily lift it up. One last thing we did is I found this random pipe in our garage, and we just put it across to give them something to perch on in there. But then we started letting them free range when they were a little older, so they weren't just confined to this area. So all in all, I think we did 6 10-foot half-inch PVC pipes. They run like $5 a piece, so that ended up being like $30. The chicken wire I think was somewhere between 30 and 50, and then was this roof like 50 bucks?
Less, 20.
20 bucks. So the frame and all of that was probably less than $100, and then the coop was $200. So all in all, somewhere between $250 and $300, you could build this entire run and coop and get yourself some chickens. So we will be doing a video of our upgraded coop. If you'd like to watch that, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that video. And we're going to be keeping this coop for when we get new chickens in the spring to keep them separated from our current flock until they're big enough. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. I was like, why is this so short?
Hey, why'd the chicken cross the road?